What's up, everybody? How are we doing? How are we doing tonight? It's late. Very late. At least normally it's late. But people on the West Coast, it's dinner time. People on the East Coast, they might be getting ready for bed. But streaming nonetheless, because I have bulk to sort. And we're celebrating 2,000 subscribers. So very, very excited about all that. Just got done recording a few videos, all said and done. Now I have to just keep sorting all this. Currently we are in the midst of doing History Pack Volume 1. I'm going to do that. You guys can hang out and say hi and do all the things that you feel that you need to do while I sort. I'm going to probably keep the camera on my face, just because you don't need to see bulk for several hours. I figured you wouldn't want to. So I'm helping you. That's what we're doing. I'm helping you. But we are bulk sorting some fab stuff. Yeah, as is. Oh, God. But yeah, so you guys know the drill. We hang out, we chill, we vibe. And you guys just let me know how your day's going. Or how it's gone. Salvage shot. Take aim. Thick'em shot. But I have a lot of HP1 to go through. And it's going to be a bit. Probably. But I didn't do a whole lot of, like, stuff for, what do you call it? I didn't do a whole lot for the, advertisement of this live stream. I figured if you're here and you're awake and you're browsing YouTube looking for something to do, I'm going to be here. But no worries if you are busy doing something else. The VOD will exist. And we'll go from there. But yeah, we hit 2K. Super excited for us. I'm really, really hoping that we can hit 3K even faster, right? Crazy to know that there's some creators out there who are really, really big into my content. I know some people don't normally do any kind of commenting or anything of the sort. I'm very much so like that too. It's very rare I actually comment on somebody's video, unless like I'm specifically mentioned in it in most cases. But I can't get to everybody's content ever, and so because of that, I end up just being like, oh yeah, no, if I, if I happen to want to comment on something, I will, but normally I don't really do that. It's not because I don't like the creator or anything of the sort. Normally it's just because I'm too lazy. And in most cases, I'm just here to consume content and not directly interact. But I would like to, because I'd like to make more Flesh and Blood fans, or not fans, friends. That was not the correct terminology I was hoping to use there, but whatever, I guess. Yeah, so we're vibing, we're hanging out. We can talk about some stuff here, knowing that the second week of skirmish season stuff just came in. And boy, howdy, is that going to be something interesting, because it is essentially impossibly silly to see that. Not impossibly silly. I think everybody knew Zen was going to hit Living Legend. Thanks, Cosmic. I appreciate that. I saw your comment on the thing, and I'm always, I know you've been here since back when I was covering Magic, and, I honestly, some part of me still wants to cover Magic, but only strictly like Pauper. But having to cover all the stuff that's happening in Fab all the time, it's hard. It's hard. How's, you're producing content for Magic now, right? Or have you been prior? I don't remember. How's that been going for you? Pauper Fab definitely it does. It does take up a lot of time. But it's good though, right? I'm enjoying every second I am playing Fab. Unlike, I know a lot of people get sick of formats pretty quick when it comes to Magic. Take cover. Doing One Piece now. There you go. How's One Piece been working out for you? See, I think that's just really, like, it's, I'm not saying that you can't be a new creator in Magic the Gathering, because, like, I think you can. You just have to provide something different. And I think in most cases, when you are getting into Magic, a lot of people assume they and their 3 friends are going to be able to start up a thing where they play Commander, and that's going to be the hit thing, and everybody's going to want to watch it. But it never happens. Like, there's so much of that already. Completely different. It's just like, it's just a completely different thing. And there's so many other TCGs out there, like Flesh and Blood and Digimon and One Piece, that are like more, they're brand new, but they're still like picking up a huge crowd. So OP Serial 1788, hell yeah, there you go. Those One Piece cards go for a lot. Were they still talking about doing reprints of the main boxes due to allocation issues early on, or did they give up on that concept? I also don't know about Sorcery. Sorcery is one of those ones where I'm like, I don't even want to look at it. The card art doesn't really do anything for me, and frankly, I don't know. I just haven't like looked into it, so I'm not like, oh man, like this is gonna be the best thing since sliced bread. They may do reprints, I heard. Yeah, I mean, it's good that they do though. Another game outside of Flesh and Blood, the next game I actually do really want to cover, that I'd like to cover like more frequently, but I don't think I'll be able to, is Grand Archive. Grand Archive is something that I've really like, I've looked at and I've been like, wow, this is unique enough to where I'm like, it's got cool anime art, it's got a unique resource system, and there's multiple different ways you can play multiple different decks, and it's a nice way to kind of like meld between different things. There's still classes like there are in Flesh and Blood. It just seems really cool. And the collector stuff, the signed like collector secret rares, look really good. And they're really hard to pull. Not to mention the fact that Grand Archive, more specifically the people at Weaves of the Shore, they have pull rates for every card, or like allocation. They have the print runs of every card that is in the set on their site. So if you know how many are there, you can just be like, oh cool, like, there are only 75 of this collector secret rare. Kind of a fun little thing. So yeah. What's up, Omega? How are ya? Welcome on in. Glad to know. I saw your comment. Thank you for still sticking around, even though I'm not making Magic content anymore. Glad to know I'm at least somewhat entertaining in some regard. No allocation numbers. Yeah, no, it's really, really cool. Actually, I might be able to show you. Hold on, let me see if I can pull this up. I doubt it, but let's see here. Let's see. Keyboard. Put my keyboard on the floor so I can do this. GATCG. So something they do, if you go to their website here, you can go to game card database. And in this card database, you can look up advanced search. Let's see, rarity, collector, super rare. And then you can search for it. You'll find any of these collector super, let's say Arthur Young here, Young Heir. Right there, it says there's about 180. And then it also has right here this thing that says this card is eligible for reprints in this edition. The population number will be updated periodically. Whereas then there are some that don't have that. They're like, Tristan, do they have numbers for this yet? No numbers for Tristan. That's from the art collection. Maybe this one? Foil? Yeah, they have like a score and everything you can do for this. Very, very cool. What's another one that we can see? Diana. Yeah, about 108. So this one here, for instance, this is Diana. She's from the, I think this one comes from the, from Alchemical Revolution, the main deck. So the collector super rare of this can come out of the main set for Alchemical Revolution. And right here, it says there's a check mark next to this one, which says this edition of this card is out of print. The population number will never change, which means that there are only 108 of this version of Diana in this level 1 form. So they have all this just readily available on their site. So if you ever pull anything super rare, you can come to their site and you can see how many of them exist. I think that's really, really cool. So I like that. And that's something that I personally think is really cool. Another thing I like is that the boxes are, they're like, okay, I think it's maybe like $90, $95 or something for a box. But the interesting thing there is that, like every other TCG, you're guaranteed like a foil in the pack, right? You're guaranteed like one rainbow foil in a pack in most cases. Sometimes two if you're Magic the Gathering, right? But with Grand Archive, you're normally only getting about somewhere between 3 to 4 rainbow foils in a box. So rainbow foils actually have a high like price point if you're trying to collect a set. That's another thing that's kind of brought me towards Grand Archive. Is not only is the art really good, but the rainbow foils are actually collectible. Like, you're hard pressed to find a TCG where the rainbow foils are actually collectible these days. Rainbow foils in Flesh and Blood, these are collectible in a way. Flesh and Blood just changed its reprint policy to where the reprint policy now says that the rainbow foils that come in a main set are never to be reprinted in any future sets or any reason for that matter. The only time a card can be reprinted in rainbow foil is if it has new art. If it has new art, it can be reprinted in a main set in rainbow foil. So for instance, right, this card Salvage Shot was not, I don't have to go too deep into this. If this was printed in rainbow foil in this set, you can get it in another set in the future if they reprint it. But if they reprint it with the same art, it will only be non-foil. It will not be rainbow foil. So I thought that was really cool. A lot of information that you didn't ask for, but I like talking about it just because it's one of those things where like a lot of people, they want to get into a TCG they like playing, but also a TCG they really enjoy collecting. And if you're not playing a TCG you enjoy in either of those aspects, then you should probably sell everything and go, right? But playing a TCG that you enjoy in both aspects is pretty interesting. So I like it a lot. I think it's something everybody should check out. Right now, they are working on a unlimited. They are doing the first edition and unlimited edition kind of deal with their sets. There's going to be an unlimited edition of Alchemical Revolution coming out for Grand Archive sometime in the near future. But that is going to be good to note. But yeah, so it's nice, right? And, you know, I hope One Piece does well for you in that regard. And I hope you're able to get the stuff you need out of it. I know it's a growing TCG right now, so I know you have probably a lot of people with a lot of eyes on the stuff, so hopefully you're getting some traction there. All right, there we go. Just organizing some of these here. Cool. Yeah, but OP definitely has some interesting non-card pieces. Oh yeah? They do like they do like promotional things and stuff like that. The Bandai games tend to do pretty well when it comes to like additional product and stuff. From what I know. But it's at least I don't know. I'm not super big on games that are based, which is funny. Because like I'm not super big on games that are based strictly off of anime. Like the reason I like Grand Archive is because it's a unique IP that is, you know, it's not an IP from somebody else, and it is it's not an IP from somebody else, and it's a unique story in an anime style. Whereas with One Piece, you know, I enjoyed the manga when I was reading it, and I think it's a great series. But as a card game, I can't get behind like repping characters that I don't like vibe with because they're not. Because like one character will be more like proficient over the other. So. And the glitter moves with it, very trippy. Whoa. Yee. Wow. Well, that's good. I mean, it's good they at least have other collectible things too. Like I found out Pokemon, like most of the, because obviously if most know, you know, there's not a lot of value in actual Pokemon cards, like modern Pokemon cards. But what there is value in is Pokemon merchandise. And so if you go to these big events and you end up getting things like the backpacks or the purses or the skateboards or any of these things, you end up making bank because these things they like resell for like 10 times the cost that you buy them at the convention. So they're like convention exclusive items that tend to go for quite a bit. So I think it's really neat that there are multiple things that you can get in a TCG space that are, you know, it's not just cards. I think so. But I 110. Yeah, see? Well, I guess it's not 10 times the cost, but you know what it is. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. It's good. I mean, it's good. Like, I think you really can make a lot of money off merchandise doing stuff like that too. So, but the only thing I'm waiting here on Flesh and Blood is I'm hoping that we actually might be getting some information in regards to a lore update for the game in a bit here, which is going to be really, really nice. Some article's supposed to air tomorrow, so. Last year's collection. Ah, I see. Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure they exist. I'd probably at some point even just I'd rather like, you know, commission a skateboard at that rate than Yeah, sounds good, Cosmic. Well, thanks so much. Thanks for stopping on by. Always good to chalk with you. Hope you enjoy your time. All right. Almost done with the Ranger stuff for HP1. And then we'll be set to go there. That's to go. Let's go. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, I definitely want to. I want to start playing around with the. With the Grand Archive stuff sometime soon here, but I have to go to them, you know. Which means I have to find time to be able to, you know, balance work, one TCG, and also a social life. Which is more difficult than one would think, right? Like, this weekend is really fun, like in this instance, right? I have all this bulk that I have to organize, and I had content I needed to make. And I was like, okay, we can make this happen, right? Just make it real nice and simple. Spend all this time trying to get all this stuff done. You won't need to worry about it. But real quickly, it turned into being like, hey, you know, my best friend and his girlfriend wanted to go out to go see Deadpool and Wolverine on Saturday. And I was like, okay, cool. I haven't seen her in a little while. And like, you know, it's nice to go on a cute little double date. So we went on a double date. And then my girlfriend's friend came over yesterday. And we spent time with her and hung out then. And it was like, like, I love hanging out with people, but it always happens to be everybody wants to hang out when I'm the most busy, which is unfortunate for me. So, really, oh, sounds good, Omega. Well, thanks so much for coming on in, and thank you so much for supporting the channel. Even though, you know, you're not playing Fab, you're still here supporting me, and that means a lot. So, thank you again for the congratulations on the 2K. We're gonna keep on moving on up the ladder there. So we'll be at 3K before we know it, I am certain. So very excited to see what the future has for us in store. Yeah, because like I said, if I could maybe even do this like more, like if I end up getting more and more every month from this, like from doing YouTube, then that money will start going into things like boxes and opening videos and all this other stuff. And then that money will go towards, I'll sell those cards, and then I'll end up going and, making another video and doing all that. So it's very much so a, kind of just one of those things. If I get in the method of it, I'll certainly be able to, get a lot more content out on a regular basis, be able to open more stuff, and especially with Flesh and Blood, because Flesh and Blood is a game I definitely want to just continue playing at a regular rate. So Oath, LMNO MNOP. All right, gotta do this all in alphabetical order because I'm insane. That's just who I am as a person. Mauvrin Skies, Blood Spill, Arcane, Read, Rune, Meat, Blood Spill. Whoa, Blood Spill. Amplify, Fault. I feel like I'm missing something. Thanks, Tortoise. I appreciate it. Gabriel, thank you. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. I'm really, really, really excited. I mean, 2K doesn't seem like a lot in like retrospective things, right? Because like obviously You know, I'm not getting like a play button at 2K. I'm not going to get like, you know, $10,000 knocking at my door because of 2K, but it shows that I have had consistent growth over the course of this year. Last year, it took me about, I think like I started my channel not last year. It was the year before, 2022. I didn't get till 1K until 2022 on December. So I think it's... No, that can't be right. Maybe it was. It was like 1K in December of like a couple years ago. But we're still seeing consistent growth. And it's been super, super great. So... Absolutely, Tortoise. I'm very, very thankful, right? Because even still, like, again, I had said, like, I started in Magic, and everybody from the Magic community in that little circle that we all everybody was like coming in and saying hi, and they were looking for these things and these things, but I knew that I didn't want to make my content strictly on like Commander or anything, because Commander is like a super saturated format, and like frankly, you know, I don't know if I've expressed this to anybody, but I don't really like Commander at all. I much prefer a 1v1 situation, which is why I like things like Flesh and Blood, because it's a 1v1 in most cases. And even honestly, the UPF, which is their 4-person multiplayer format, is still a lot more 1v1 because you don't have like 200 triggers you have to make sure that you're not triggering at the same different time. It's just like, cool, I'm attacking. Who am I attacking? The person to my left or to my right? And like, that's it. That's all you really have to worry about. But even still, it is what it is. 1v1 Commander now. Yeah, I know there is, right? I know there's that, I think it's always been the case. It's called Dual Commander or like French Commander or something. I used to play it with my girlfriend as a 1v1 thing, but I just feel like at that point I might as well play a 60-card deck. I'd much rather play 60-card constructed, just because like I feel you're able to do your combos significantly faster, and you're able to get to like the core meat and potatoes of your deck, as opposed to being like, okay, I have to play several cards that allow me to draw a whole bunch of cards or mill a whole bunch of cards until I get to the cards that I want, and then I just go off with a combo. But I get it's unique, and I understand why people have fun with it, and that's totally fine, but just ain't for me. That's why I like playing things like Pauper or even Pioneer. I think Pioneer's a really fun format too. But yeah, thanks. I'm very, very happy with where I'm at. I've gotten a lot of recognition here in the Flesh and Blood community, which has been just insane to me, because I definitely was not expecting, I don't know, like, I guess I just never expect to get that kind of recognition, you know? Like, with, you know, one of the lead designers, or like the lead designer of Flesh and Blood following me on Twitter, and then the creator of Flesh and Blood following me on Twitter, I'm like, wow, this is, you know, this is a near miracle that this is even happening. But I'm just happy that I'm able to provide content that is brand friendly, and that is, you know, constantly showing off the beauty of Flesh and Blood without it being, you know, like what everybody does with Magic. Like, the thing I don't like about like content creation in the Magic space right now is that you either have to be somebody who's gotten a huge following already, you know, prior to however you achieved it, and then get into Magic. And then it's like, cool, you already know what you're doing, you're talking about it, and it's great. But if you're not, a good way to get a lot of those followers is just to talk smack about the company. And I feel like that just doesn't feel good. I definitely don't want to make, you know, content. It's one of the big reasons why I stopped making content for Magic, is because I just didn't want to make it started to get to that point where I was like, everything that Magic did, if I came out with a video with a clickbaity title and a thumbnail that said X, you know, Watsy goes down the trash, and, you know, all this other stuff, those trend so hard. And the only thing anybody ever wants to hear about is the negativity of a company. And I'm like, yo, that just doesn't sound like me. Like, at that point, I'm hurting myself by not doing that. And like, you take a look at people like Magic Historian, right? I don't know how anybody still likes watching that guy, because it's all of his content is just like hating on. He's never said. I think it's like a very rare situation in which he does like a news thing, and the news thing is like, I actually really like this set, and like everything about this is really cool. Like, I love everything Watsy's doing right now. It's always normally just like him completely blasting the company, being like, they're gonna get shut down. You might as well just sell all your cards now and not make it happen. And it just doesn't vibe with me. I'm just not about that. You know what I'm saying? Picking up what I'm putting down. Oh, golly. But that's, again, why I am enjoying Flesh and Blood. Flesh and Blood, they make mistakes, sure, but they often correct those mistakes immediately. Or the mistakes correct themselves, like in the instance of a hero that just hit Living Legend status in Blitz in a matter of 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Zen, the Mystic Ninja that came out in the most recent sets, hit Living Legend and is no longer able to be played in Blitz. Did that in a matter of 2 weeks, which is insane, because, like, there could have been people who were like, yeah, I'm so excited to play Zen in Blitz. But, like, if you're playing anything competitively at any point, you probably know, right? That's my whole I don't know, it's my 2 cents on this. Like, casual players probably aren't going to like super big events. They're probably sticking to armories. They're probably not going to things like skirmishes. And if they are, like, that's fine. But I don't know. I don't expect there to be much of a outrage. I think it's a lot of people are assuming it's a big feels bad when a hero hits Living Legend so close to its release. I think I saw a post on Twitter that was something like, "Oh, we're you know, the fact that the LL kicks into effect like the week after a hero hits Living Legend is bad, because, like, imagine somebody's first skirmish, they get all the stuff to play Zen because they know they're like the best deck, and then they end up hitting their skirmish isn't until the 3rd week, and because their skirmish is in the 3rd week, now they can't play Zen in that format. And I'm like, I think a lot of people would realize that Zen was as powerful as it was because it's all anybody in the community ever talks about. It's all anybody ever talks about is how powerful Zen is. So if you're not paying attention and you're not going to your locals and you're not doing any of that, then, you know, it's an unfortunate situation. But now Zen doesn't have to worry about doing anything in Blitz. Nobody has to be like, oh, yeah, okay, like, can't even do this in Blitz. But the downside to that is that also you can't try other heroes with like his weapon, because his weapon, Tiger Taming Kakara, is now also unavailable to be played in Blitz. And I think there's a lot of people who wanted to play like Benji with the Tiger Taming Kakara, or they wanted to try out Katsu with the Tiger Taming Kakara or something. And now they just can't. Now they just can't do that because it is going to be too or just because Zen's living legend and his weapon goes with him. So just an unfortunate thing, I guess. But I'm sure a lot of people are happy to see him go. I never even got to play him in Blitz, so I'm not worried. But anyway, that's my rant. I found that out today. That Zen hit Living Legend, but also Briar and Dash hit Living Legends. So those are two heroes that are not going to be there anymore. I think it's just one of those things like Fab is such a crazy game when it comes to Blitz, because like Blitz is only like a once, maybe twice a year event, and it's the only time in which a hero gains like an insane amount of points. And in most cases, they gain too many points, or they're like just on the cusp of having too many points. But I don't know. I don't play enough Blitz for me to be like, yeah, no, this is definitely going to be something that I'm gonna just like completely and utterly vibe with. But I think at the end of the day, it's a fun format. It's significantly quicker than Clash, or not Clash, CC. So that is good. But I don't know. I think it's, you know, it's to each their own. I think a lot of people like it because you're able to play heroes that you normally wouldn't, because they're young, and like young heroes you get to play in Blitz, whereas you don't get to play them in Classic Constructed unless they have an adult version of themselves. So I get it from that standpoint. Or maybe you feel like they're really, really explosive as a young hero, but as an adult hero, you just can't you know, cinch a win. And if that's the case, then, you know, you're expecting something different, I think. All right. Yes, now we just have Warrior and Wizard left. Warrior, Wizard, and then the generic. That's all that's left for History Pack Volume 1. Then we will be set to go. All right. Here. But yeah, so I'm very curious. Actually, I wanted to see, because I know there that article drops tomorrow at 5, right? Is that what that says? 5 p.m. EST. So that is 3 p.m. my time. So that'll be middle of my day. Middle of my day, I'll get to do stuff like that. So very excited. My guy, what are you doing? He's living his best life. NOPAI. Gotta do freaking alphabet here. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I don't remember my letters. My ABCs escape me in most cases. Out for blood. Overpower. TUV. So, overpower. Steel Blade. And Warrior's Valor. Boom. Should be everything here, but I'm just gonna make sure. Yeah, very much so excited for the future of Flesh and Blood. I think Zen's obviously a problem, but I think if he's really a problem, he'll just LL himself out of being the problem. I think once ProQuest comes around again, that will be the time where a lot of people are going to be like, yeah, can't blame you for playing Zen. And then Zen's going to gain a whole bunch of stuff and go from there. So I would like to train a little bit more and actually try to do a ProQuest and like do well in it. I know I definitely did not do enough training when I went to go do one last time. I was bad. I felt bad too, because I was like, this is a pretty decent deck. It's got a lot of the really good cards in it. I have a general idea about how the deck plays out, so I pretty much just play the game and win. And I think I lost one round and I was like, dang, okay, well, like one loss isn't bad. But then I lost another round and I was like, okay, I can't even top 8 with that, so I'm just gonna leave. I just left. I was like, I'm not gonna bother with that anymore. I'm just gonna stick to it. And I feel like I'm too casual of a player to like commit to doing ProQuest. But I'd like to be on the like roll of honor for somebody, right? I feel like that would be fun. Just to be like, oh hey, like yeah, that's my name. I put LL points on that guy. But I don't know. I think I just need to go to armories more. Once I'm going to armories more, I should be able to kind of get a better idea about the format itself and the play style there. Maybe even switch it up. Maybe I don't play Assassin and I play Ranger instead, because I feel like playing somebody like Riptide might even be like good right now. But now that there's going to be Wizards, I don't think so. I don't think that will be good at all. More Wizards are not going to be helpful in that situation. Blade nature, stroke out, drive nature, hit. Drive Iron Song. Sorry if I end up like getting into the zone. I always end up apologizing for this because it's gonna seem like I'm just like not paying attention to anybody in chat or anybody who might be talking. I do check frequently, but I often just like I see the cards and I'm like picture. This goes here. This goes here. I made a tweet today that was like, my body is a machine that turns bulk into sorted bulk. And that's all I need to do. Got and run. All right. And soon with this, now we are good to go there. All right. Yeah, I'm excited to see what happens in Tampa next week. This upcoming weekend is going to be really cool for Flesh and Blood. Being able to see all the spoilers as they happen is going to be really cool to see. Like, Twitter's going to blow up. Everybody's going to think they're going to be the first person down a card. And they won't be. What do I do with all the bulk? Well, Joe, I actually And I have a plan for it. I just haven't executed it yet because it's not organized. But what I'd like to do is I'd like to end up just giving out decks as giveaways to people when I make videos. For instance, I might even do something like, you know, once every 2 weeks or something, if I come out with like a deck tech video, I'll give out a copy of that deck if I have the cards for it that are made out of bulk. And that way people can just be like, oh, cool. Like, you know, I can get that whole deck by entering a giveaway. Most of the time what I do is I give them away. But, you know, I could easily sell them if I really wanted to. Most decks, if I was to make like a Clash deck for somebody, could probably sell for somewhere around like $20, which isn't terrible. Especially since I put in all this effort to organize everything. Selling it for $20 isn't terrible, but the goal is to give it away, right? I have a platform in which I'm allowed to, you know, do giveaways to people, and as long as you're within, if you're within, I should have made a thing for that for my video that I just made, but I don't really care. I'd like to do it to where, like, if you're within the US, like, you're totally chill, but if you're not in the US, I will need to probably have them pay shipping on that. But even still, it's not terrible if it means that I'm going to be just like getting rid of some of the bulk. And then I can also do things like sell play sets of cards. If I wanted to get back into selling, I could sell play sets of cards, or I could sell or I can just give away play sets of cards. Most of it's probably going to be given away to new players, if I'm being entirely honest. Just because I think it is going to be it's just a great way to get people to maybe have a deck that's ready for them if they wanted to just do like kitchen table stuff. And they didn't want to commit to something like a full-blown deck. At least that's what I'd hope. But some people are just in it for free stuff, and that's totally fine. I just know when I have too much, I want to downsize, and that is a great way to downsize, just to give them out. I might even not just save them strictly for channel giveaways. I might even just make it to where I go to like an FNM and I just like sit at a table and I go, hey, who wants to learn Flesh and Blood? And I'll just set up a deck across from me and be like, all right, so like, here's how you play. You can choose one of these 4 classes, which you want to play. And then they'll be like, oh, yeah, I like this one. And I'll play against one of the other ones. And then they'll be like, oh, okay, cool. I kind of understand it. And then once I'm done teaching them, I'll be like, okay, well, you can take the decks. Because if you take it and you go home and you show your friend, and your friend is like, whoa, what is that? And then you end up playing, you know, now I've got you hooked. That's good. Okay. Here. So this is wizard stuff, so I get there with that. Okay. Joe, what do you end up doing with your bulk? Do you ever have enough bulk that you have ideas? I'm curious to know what other people do with their bulk, because I'm sure I'm not the only one who does like silly stuff with it. Scalding Rain, Snapback, Aether Flare, Voltic Bolt. Reverb, Scaldings, Stir. Stir the Aether Winds. Snapback. Reverberate. Sneering Foresight. But I like to have ideas for it because I definitely don't want to sit on it, right? I don't want to just sit on all this bulk and be like, oh yeah, no, I'm just, I'm waiting for the right time to get rid of it and then never do. I'd rather go out of my way, make a deck, and then just be like, all right, cool. Like, this is what we're going to do with our deck. We're going to update it with every single set. And then we're going to be like, all right, cool. These are the decks we hand out to people. And then we just mosey on from there. So I think I'm comfortable to do. Oh, yeah, I don't really need to, huh? Whoa, chill out. Reverberate, Zap, Aether Flare, Scalding Rain, Voltic. The game's still learning. I have tons of bulk that I tried selling to get more cards, but don't see it moving too quickly. Yeah, it is a interesting thing. I don't honestly suggest getting into buying bulk and then selling that bulk. In most cases, if you have a lot of it, you could probably sell like, 1,000 cards for $5 to $10. And that tends to move faster. If it's like a randomized lot or something, like whatever you want to do with it. But if you're trying to sell individual bulk, from what I've heard, doing the playset thing, like if you get like a playset of cards, like 3 reds of, HP1 Zap or something, and you go onto eBay and you sell them as playsets for $1, apparently they tend to sell. It happens with Magic. I'm not sure if it's the same for Fab, but it is. It's just kind of something you got to test the waters on. Bulk is not normally something, as of right now, that is often sought after unless you are a small community that is trying to get a bunch of cards for cheap for your community to then build from. In most cases, if you have a community of people who are like, oh, I really want to play Classic Constructed, they normally don't care about bulk because they're going to be buying singles, and they're like $50, $60, $70 singles. And so the bulk, while there is still a lot of bulk that is useful, and all of the, a lot of this stuff is still used inside main decks, there's just a lot of it. And so because there's a lot of it, the product doesn't really normally sell as quickly. Because most people already tend to have it, right? That's kind of the best part about Flesh and Blood, is that, there are, at this very moment, there aren't like brand new arts of cards. So there's only really one variant. So there's no reason outside of rarity's sake, like if you like it in rainbow foil or cold foil or whatever, there's no reason for you to change the cards inside your deck if you don't need to. So if you already know that you have, 3 blue Scalding Rains somewhere and you need them for a deck that you're going to try out, in most cases, they just take those cards and they go, okay, do I want to take apart this deck? And if they take it apart to build this new deck, in most cases, they'll have everything specifically for that. So that is kind of the benefit of, like, once you already have the cards, you're kind of good. And most people tend to downsize to where they just have like a playset, right? So like if you just have a playset of every card in the game, you can build any deck whenever. So if you just stick with one deck and then you just leave the rest to be as they are, then you don't need to worry about having additional copies. Whereas other people are like, well, I want to build decks for, I want to have one of each deck in commoner of each hero, right? And if you wanted to do that, you need to get a lot of bulk. So commoner decks are a great way to do that too. Commoner decks, in most cases, they run some fairly expensive equipment, but it's not the end of the world if you just like replace that with bulk temporarily. Just because it's gonna be more beneficial for you to do that than to do anything else. So, because a lot of that equipment is not bulk, unfortunately. It's snapbacks, zap. Ooh, whoa, almost lost a card. Yeah. You are generic. Do not go in that pile. Stir, zap, spindles. Yeah, so that's kind of it. You just kind of have to get creative with the bulk. You have to kind of go, okay, like what would I be able to do to get rid of it, right? Because obviously, like the roughest part about gunning bulk is that the organizing is a pain in the ass. But outside of that, once you're all organized, you can pretty much take care of most of this. So. All right, wizard is taken care of now. That's... And to think we're only 4 sets in. There's so much more to go. I think we'll be able to make it happen, maybe. This here. Oh, blue scalding rains. That's good to know. Use those in Icelander. Beep, 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 beep. All right. Sorry, I promise I'm doing something down here, and it just doesn't look like I'm just like falling asleep at the wheel or some nonsense. I'm just trying to get my colors all set for this. Whoops. Almost messed up. Almost messed up. Did not want to mess up. There we go. Oh, gosh. I'm really just hoping I'm able to get, like, several decks out of this. Like, truly just, like, make it so I can be like, cool, here's a deck. Even if it's got to be, like, copies of the Blitz decks or something. I want to make sure I at least have something to give. Whoops. That off of there. Really don't. Gotta just make room. Make do. Fortunate, but I'm not gonna be going in there for these anytime soon, so I'm not that worried. Now we just have all of these generics. The generics are gonna be the biggest pain in my butt. Probably. Just due to the fact that there's so many of them. So, let's see here. See what we can do. See what we can do here. Alright. N. Nimblism. Scar for a scar. Logism. Bait for scene. Think below. Pummel. Ravenous Rabble. Come to fight. Scar, sink, slog, sink, flock. Rabble, whisper. UVW. Wait. Think. Razor reflex. Shit. Hold on. Far too many cards in here, I'm certain. I don't know how many generics they reprinted in this, but probably going to be far too many. Bosom Whisper, Flock. Ravenous. Alright. Getting into the rhythm. That is the hardest parts. Organizing bulk is getting into the rhythm of it. Let me tell you, there is a rhythm. Do I have rhythm? Not really. But it's kind of there. E. Arena's Prayer. Okay, the rares. I don't think there's going to be an A. There is. I'll change it. Ding. Oops. Wait. Energy potion. Block. Life for a life. Plunder run. Go right here. Potion of strength. Sigil of solace. CLIJK L. No. I. Wait a minute. Did I do all that wrong? LN. OP. Springboard somersault. ST. Okay. Is timestamp the only new thing here? I think so. So we just do this. Fate. Block. Life. Nimblism. Plunder run. Oh. Ravenous Rabble. Razor Reflex. Scar for a Scar. Sigil. Stink Blow. Slogism. Snatch. Springboard. Timestamp. Beautiful. Let's hope that's it. Let's hope we don't have to move anything else around anymore. Look at the Featherwalkers. Slogism, come to fight. Embolism, don't know where I put you. Ravenous Rabble. Okay. Luckily there's not... This is it for generics. It's actually not as many as I had originally expected, which is very, very good. Wait, embolism, scar for a scar. Bar. I'm going to... I think I am going to flip my camera. You guys can kind of see what I'm doing here. Give me 1 sec. I'm going to turn off my camera so nobody gets sick. See if that shows up okay. Apologies if it's a wonky angle. Fix it in post. Oh, that's pretty okay. I'm going to turn off my border here. Not bright. It doesn't capture the whole... Why doesn't it capture the whole thing? I like zoom on or something? Interesting. It's just not done. There we go. That's a little better. Can't really see much, but there. So this over here. Now you get to see what I'm working with here, kind of, in a way. I think maybe I can back a little bit more. That's better. Sweet. All right. Try that again. This time, now you can see. So I utilize one of these trays because they're very, very efficient. And I just sort. I hope I'm right. There are. Like, where the hell do these cards go for? Mina Enchanting. Block. Pummel. Razor. Up here. Whoa. Hold on now. Bill. Scar for a Scar. Vapor Scene. Trying to remember where all the cards are. Ravenous, Razor Reflex, Wonder Run, Potion Strength. If this is anything, it's really, really tough on the arms. You gotta make sure to like stretch every now and again because you start feeling it in your neck. Start feeling it in your shoulder. Because you're reaching so much. You're doing a lot of reaching. So. Try to keep my shoulders a little hunched whenever I do this. Maybe not hunched. That's not the right word. Keep them close together. Realism, Flock. Scar. All right. Just gonna lock in. Red think belows. That's what I like to see. That's money. Red fate for scenes. I like to see those too. Snatch. Wonder how many of those red fates and sinks I'm able to get out of this. Probably not a whole lot. Oh, it's like I ran into the stuff I had already sorted. Whispers, Lights, Harmonious Prayer, Chanting Melodies. There's some red fate for scenes, like to see that. Pummels, Ravenous. These are all in order. I did put these in order, okay. Not all in order, I guess, but most of them are. That's what I care about. As long as they're mostly in order. Scar, Slug, Razor, Rav, Nimble, Life, Chanting, some more red fates. Think belows, Ravenous, Razors, Pummel. Scars. I always seem to forget where the scars go. Don't know why. Like every other card on this board memorized, but not Scar for Scar. Okay. That is it for the generics here, so I'm just going to go ahead and get these now in their color. So it's red, yellow, blue, so I take the reds in the front here, I take these blues, I put them in the back, and then I just put yellows behind the reds. So, pretty simple process. In fact, there's only blues. Luckily, some of these cards only have one color, so I don't have to worry about organizing them by color. Always helpful. It smells like popcorn. I have to sneeze. Hold on. Whew, that was a rough one. Okay. That's on. Let me make this a thing. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wow. We had a new card that just got spoiled. Your card just got spoiled. Count your blessings. You know, I don't have a thing to zoom out. Zoom out. Gain X life, where X is 3 plus the number of count your blessings in your graveyard. So it's a rare. I'm assuming it's a rainbow. Does that mean you could possibly gain 12 life? That's kind of insane. Well, not even 12. Like, theoretically, you'd have to... What are we looking at here? If you gain 3 life off the reds, 2 off the blues, 2 off the yellows, 1's off the blue. So you're looking at 3 plus... So 9 plus 6, 15 plus 3, 18. 18 life base, and then you gain life based on how... These are really, really good. These are going to be pretty powerful, I think. That's nice. Huh. Didn't think we were going to get a spoiler. But that card's a rare, which means that we in Clash can use it. And that is really cool. We did the Fate for scenes already. Shoot. Come on, I hate when this happens. Come on. I know you. There we go. Whoop. But to be fair, I did make a assumption that there would be cards that say gain or like do X based on how many of X things are in your graveyard. So that is nice that that is a tech, especially things to use for Acilio. It's going to be an interesting time, I think. Oop. All right. Stats, underrun. Card I definitely do not value enough. +3 draw card. That's good. Next attack action card you control hits its turn, draw a card. And it's played from Arsenal. The next attack action card you play is going to get +3. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's... Oops, almost messed that up. Blues to the back, yellows to the middle. Here we go. All right. Whoop, 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 hold up. Let's drop that card. That. Solace. Sigil of Solace stocks are about to go up. All this healing in the game. Ooh, just all heals. Like, oops, all heals. Slogisms. I still don't understand why they added this card into HP 1 if it wasn't going to have regurgitating slog in it. These are all the same color. These are all the same color. Movables are not all the same color. All right. That's... All right, just like that. Generics are all done. Now we just have the equipment that we have to do. Still fairly simple. Final stack of HP 1 that I know of is here. We're going to put them all by class and then by other means. So generic, brute, generic, ranger, then warrior, ninja, here, brute, mechanologist, runeblade, ranger, guardian, generic, hold on, weapons, let's do weapons, armor, we'll do weapons. These are all weapons so far, I think. The ranger one is not a weapon. How is this over here? I have everything. Yeah. So we'll do some ninja weapons, brute weapons, and then equipment. This is equipment. This is a weapon. Equipment. Weapon. Equipment. There we are. Brute Guardian. Mechanologist. Armor. Death Dealer. Bullseye Bracers. Nebula Blades. See what I did prior. Probably not the smartest thing, but gotcha. Okay. So we've got, oh, this is armor. What am I doing? Okay, we've got mandible, claw, mandible. Boom. Guardian, boom. Edge of Autumns, and then there are 2 Zephyr Needles. There goes that. Death Dealer goes before Redliner. Nebula Blade's gonna go before Reaping Blade. Atari, Dawn. Atari go before Dawn Blade though. Or yeah. Atari go before Dawn Blade. There, and then Taloshards. Cool. Good to know I have more Taloshards too. That'll help if I'm making something like a dash deck or something. Alright. Mandible Claws and stuff are all in there. These are all going to be heroes. So now we do this by class, because now it's going to be much easier to do that. Wizard. Thanks, Nicholas. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. I'm very, very happy to be there. We worked hard for it, and you couldn't have done it without you guys, so I appreciate it. I'm hoping to move quickly to 3K. That is where I'd like to be. But I'm enjoying 2K while I have it. And I know that it's only a matter of time before we end up hitting even higher, echelons of the YouTube scale. Because there's a lot to YouTube than just like metrics, right? I mean, at the end of the day, I do this because I want to build a community, not because I'm like trying to become like the next big YouTuber or whatever. But if that happens to happen, it's also pretty rad. So not too worried. But how are you? How are your how was your day? How was your Labor Day? Generic 2. Please. If you I guess if you celebrate it. I never know. I never remember. I oftentimes forget that other places around the world don't celebrate things like the U.S. holidays, and so sometimes I'm just like, oh yeah, how was your Labor Day? And I'm like, wait, you might not have had a Labor Day unless you live in the U.S. Park phone, helmet. Work till 9 p.m. Oof. Dang, man. I'm sorry to hear that. I hate retail. I'm happy I don't have to work retail. It sucks. It sucks so much. And like, it's never anything like helpful either. It's like they really just ruin you at these places. I probably should, maybe I'll put these down here instead. Here, maybe the more like physical erasers of belief, vest of first fist, heart and cross strap. Yeah, right. So you don't have to worry about taking care of a little one at home. Oh, that's why this seemed weird to me. That's all I've heard, is that so many people are, you know, people at my office are just like, oh my God, I'm so happy I can just leave my kid at school for several hours and then not have to worry about making sure to pick them up, or vice, you know, making sure to always have to watch them as I go throughout my day. Mostly over percent of last minute people. Yeah, true. Yeah, I forgot. That's back when I worked at Target. That was always one of those things. Was the back to school stuff was always the most annoying, because it was just like it's the worst people. And especially since like the shopping lists for those kids were always so like stupid. It was always like, you know, you needed specific things, and like if we didn't have it, we needed to find it. It was a big deal. I hated it. Hated it. Okay, we should probably do this by class also. Just follow the same echelon of things here. Dorinthia, Ira, Katsu, Kino, Reinar, Viserai, Sky. Oh, that's right, merchants. I forgot merchants were a thing in here. Mac. Who I main for Fab? Well, I mained Dromai for like a really long time, and then obviously she hit LL, and I could no longer play her. Son of a bitch. I just did this. So right now my main is new, but I don't really play a whole ton of CC. Mainly a lot of stuff that I do is for Clash and for Commoner. But even then, it's been hard pressed. I just changed jobs. So I'm trying to get comfortable there and put my focus into that. And then, so luckily I have like armories I can go to even with my new schedule, but I don't know if I want to play new now. Like I just like something about it just doesn't seem like my play style. Like I thought I'd like her because she's disruptive, but she just doesn't like scratch that itch for me, I guess. And, I wanted to find out like I wanted to find something that fit that same itch as Dromai did. And so part of me is like, oh, well then I guess I gotta play Prism, right? Because Prism's an illusionist and I'm able to do illusionist things with that. But I'm like, no, I don't think it's quite the same. I think there's still like a level of different in it, but could be wrong. She seems super fun whenever I like go against her, like I play against her, but for the most part, I don't really have I guess I don't really have a main right now. I think I'm trying to look for one. So except when I hit 2 Zens. Yeah, woof. That is a rough one. Honestly, like, I think, and like I hate doing it to myself because I know I'm doing it out of like sheer like personal hype, which is like it feels bad, but like I kind of really want to buckle down and learn Florian when he comes out, because he just seems really like aesthetically up my alley, as well as I've been dying to learn Runeblade, because Runeblade's been in such a bad spot that I haven't been like, oh, okay, well, this is my time to learn it. But I don't know, like, I feel like if I don't commit, I spent all this stuff on new, but now I kind of want to sell all of it so I can buy stuff for Florian. I guess I don't know. What's up, Michael? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Couldn't have done it without you guys, so I appreciate it. You have been a super backer for quite some time, so I'm just happy to hit 2K. Happy we were here. Happy everybody could enjoy festivities. Okay, we are done with this now. All right, so that's done. Now we need to we need Monarch. Monarch is next, huh? Is that right? Monarch? Oh god, there's got to be so much Monarch. Fuck. Okay. Hold while I get Monarch. Hold while I get Monarch. Hang out with Olympia for a little bit. But yeah, I kind of want to just, I feel like selling my Codex of Frailties and keeping at least one for the master set is like what I want to do, because like then I can just take $140 freaking and slap it right into Florian. But I don't want to lose all 3 copies of my Codex of Frailty because it's a really powerful card. It might as well be like CNC, but for Rangers and Assassins, so. To try someone describing the rares and commons for a deck. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Like, it's... You want the entire thing. And that's how I feel, is like, I like to get the entire set. I like making master sets. I'm almost done with my Uprising one. Almost. Super excited for it. But let me double check here. Confirm. Oh, Jesus. These are heavy. Yeah, I mean, they are getting a reprint, but it's only a reprint in Japanese. So it's not enough for me to be like, oh yeah, that's going to be it, right? Like, we're going to get a huge amount of value out of that. You are part the Mistveil. You're entirely part the Mistveil. You are Everfast, Ellie, Outsiders, Heavy Hitters. Nothing in this box. I need to get stuff right now. I didn't label these boxes anything because I'm not going to stay that thing for that long. So all heavy hitters. everything in these boxes. One of these, though, is Uprising. That's more part than this fail. Part than this fail also. There were several things. This is Outsiders and Dynasty, if I recall correctly. That's Dynasty. This is Outsiders. All Outsiders, right? Yes, all Outsiders, so. Dynasty and Outsiders don't need that. Second box. There. That's so first ed Monarch. Okay. You don't panic. Bottom Monarch. Bottom. Holy jeez. Holy jeez. That's a lot of Monarch. We have to get it all out, right? Like, there's no way I don't. I have to do it. We might not get to it all tonight, but we might. Go. I have more first ed Monarch than I do unlimited, which is interesting. So, okay, cool. That's good there. Maybe we'll make this box the next box because this isn't gonna fit all of the Monarch. This might just fit this first ed Monarch. Well, it probably won't even fit that. It'll probably only fit the unlimited. Stuff. Brick. Monarch, I need to sort. All right. Sort. Ooh, God. Not terrible, but I still don't think this is all the Monarch. Collection. Having this. Having Fest. This is all that. This is. Okay. So, do that. Get this sorted. I hate this because, like, I don't want to start a set here and then have it be, like, too much. Because then I'm not going to be able to actually like finish it, you know? I'm gonna have to continue it onto a different. Okay. Back here, a little bit more. But yeah, no. I don't know, because there's just a lot of stuff. I feel like a lot of it is just like not. It's not. What do you call it? Like worth for me to keep. Like I would sell it to do something else, but I guess I also just like don't care enough. I feel like if I'm going to sell them at a high price, I can sell them at a high price and then wait until they get reprinted, because they might get reprinted. Oh no. Not more Monarch. Oh jeez. At least I know that I think this is like it. This is. Stop that. Chill. Okay. That's good. You. Okay. I think, luckily, this is all the Monarch I have. Which is good, but I also need to get it organized. And all this is first ed, so I should go over all the stuff that I need to get organized first, and then have it set into the sets. So we can do that. Right? Okay, yeah. These are all first ed. Look to be all first ed. Nope, they're not all first ed. Okay. Okay. We need to go through just each one, get them sorted into their first ed or their unlimited. Once we know that, we can go ahead and we can change up what we do with them. This is first edition. This is unlimited. First ed, unlimited. First ed. Yeah, I'm not sure, right? Because like another part of me also wants to, like, as much as I want to be like, oh cool, I'm gonna sell my stuff and get in for Florian, I make enough money to where like if I really need to buy stuff, I can. Like I waited and I'm not even, to be fair, like I think my new deck could be better. I don't own any levels of enlightenment or anything of the sort, so I'm not like, oh man, this is gonna be like so good. I'm missing several like really good disruption cards, so I don't have the whole deck. but I also feel like it should at least perform fairly well, and it feels like it gets there, but not, like, I've never won a game with it. And I think that obviously might just be because I don't have the right cards, but I'm not sure. Okay. But I was lucky to buy a Grasp of the Arknight before it jumped in price, and I think that's going to be something I'm going to be utilizing for quite some time here, since Florian cares about that. I'm also going to buy a case, I think, of Rosetta and open it. Hey, Hillbilly, welcome on in. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. How you doing, my man? It's been a minute since I've talked with y'all over at the round table. How you guys doing? Alright, it's almost... Ugh, God, this is gonna be annoying. They're like, done by... that. This sucks. Just gotta stop swapping from thing to thing. Stay unlimited or stay first edition. One or the other. It's one of those things where if you focus on it too long and your eyes start to wander and you're like, oh God, am I going to make it? These are foils. Well, these can probably stay. These are foils. These guys can chill. Your rainbow foil too? Yeah. Aye. Okay. Well, these rainbow foils, I mean, theoretically, we can also separate these, because these are going to be different too. That is a nasty card. The card is literally gross. Shit all over it. I'm just thinking. No, I mean, you can play with it. But, like, why are you getting foils otherwise? Fine. Forgot what I said. Look to all be unlimited foils. That's good. Okay. These are all unlimited foils. Those can stay there. Then we've got, whoops. Hold on. Caught up in my things. Back to this here. Bop, bop. Go. Hit him with some of this. All right. Almost done with this first stack. Then we'll have a couple more stacks to determine whether or not they're first ed or there's another foil. First ed or unlimited. I think even if I can do that, even if I can just get it set up to where it's like unsorted first edition and sorted first edition, I can always come back to it tomorrow. Foil. But the one thing is to make sure that They're sorted into this. I'm so excited to get to 2.0 so I don't have to worry about this anymore. I can just be like, yeah, no, it's first edition. Or it's the only edition. I don't have to worry about sorting it into two separate things. Is that a foil? Not a foil. Ugh, I hate that it changes. These here. Ah. Yeah. So super excited to hit 2K. I'm really expecting a lot more, you know, stuff. We obviously have that giveaway going on. If you guys don't know about the giveaway that we are doing, make sure to go ahead and check out the giveaway video that I posted earlier today. That will have all the information in regards to the giveaway and how to enter it. It's mainly kind of bigger for Flesh and Blood fans because you get like really big dice, but regardless, it's like a $30 value pretty much. It's pretty good. So if you're looking to get free stuff, you can go ahead and do that. Just tell me what you enjoy about my content. That's pretty much the only thing there. All right. Pop that down. We are getting fairly close to the end of this here. Wish they were all first edition or something, and they weren't swapping so frequently. Didn't have to keep tabs on them. Boom, boom, pop, pop. I'm really curious to see how master sets for Magic are looking these days. Wonder if they're any better with all the different variants and everything. I'm sure it's a very interesting achievement to try and do. But I'm a sucker for a good master set. That's what I really like. Master set full of art that I really enjoy. Can't really go wrong with that. Look like all... I'm going to jinx myself. These all look like first ed. Gonna plop that over there. Thumb is killing me. Absolutely killing me. Oh, this might all be uncommon here. Yep, this is all uncommon. Not uncommon. What the hell? Unlimited. Unlimited is the word I was looking for, not uncommon. Okay. Couple more stacks here. Whoops, I'm just like knocking around this thing. Hold on. Boop. This. Alrighty. And we got one more big stack of unsorted stuff after this. Then we could probably comfortably call it a stream. I'm doing this for 2 hours. I feel like we've made some pretty significant progress in 2 hours, which is good. Jeez, I keep knocking my mic. Sorry about that. A little bit more to go. Looks like a bunch of unlimited stuff. Just kidding. All right. Essentially what I'm looking for is this little dot in the bottom here. That's how I'm determining what is first edition and what is unlimited. And so that is where I'm able to make my switcheroos, my changes. I think this is all of the Monarch I have on this table right now, which is good because it probably could use its own box. It might even have enough to where it'll make its own box, but we'll have to see. Not a guarantee, so I'm not gonna just start pushing stuff over, but if we ever need the room, I'm gonna need to make sure that I make that. Also, no first edition foils, just unlimited foils. It's a little bit of feels bad, not gonna lie, but figure that out. There we go. Probably have more room over here too. Felt in my loins. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. What's here? That's here. This goes here, this goes here, this goes here. Here and here. Cards are dusty. Dustiest cards I think I've ever seen. All right. A lot more first edition stuff. Oh my gosh. First Ed Monarch stocks when? We got them. Half this thing was. Okay. More first ed. Yep. This might all be first ed. That'd be so great if it was. Just keeping an eye out. An eye out for in case that bubble does not have any color in it. Like that. Every now and again, there's just one that's like, oop. foot. Fine though. Fine. Those are our only first ed foils. Ah. Ah. Okay. The final non-sorted set here. Now we're back to flipping between first and unlimited. Like, it sucks because it's normally just one card too. It's just like one card that's like, oh, we're unlimited. Stop what you're doing and put us where we need to be. That. All right. Yanti. It's like these were all done. They're all done by color, but they weren't done by set. As much as I would like to not have to worry about doing this first ed and unlimited, like, I'd much rather know in case I end up selling bulk what I have and what I don't have. Be like, that's first ed Monarch, and this is unlimited Monarch, and I already have it sorted by that. Alright. Oops. It's here? No. We overdid it. Oh, here. Right on the cusp. All right. There we go. First ed, and then unlimited. This is unlimited stuff over here. And then we got first ed stuff over there. So... yeah, this stuff's in order already, if I recall. Pretty sure I just did it. This is already good. This is already done. I'm gonna put this right here. Moving on. Totally fit. Did what we could. Okay. Crap. Shoot. Okay. I mean, means that we probably need to make it strictly for, I'm imagining, light. And then we go from the light side, and then we go from there. So let me get these taken off here first. I saw that just flip down here. We don't need that. These are going to be unlimited. A ton of unlimiteds, but unlimiteds nonetheless. We have unlimited foils there. Whoop. Stop clicking stuff. All right. $10.56. Let's go ahead and maybe sort the first ad by class. I feel like I'm gonna get too deep into it for this. I'm gonna have to sort it. 11 o'clock right now. I mean, I don't have to be at work, and I don't actually have to. I'm probably gonna be working from home tomorrow, and I don't have to be at work until like 10:30. I think I can get through Monarch first ad. Let's do that together. Let's do that together as a team. Right? I'm gonna just hope for the best. And expect the worst. All right. So how we have it set up is Light Illusionist, Light Warrior, Light. And then it's Shadow Brute, Shadow Runeblade, Shadow. I guess theoretically we do this, then we can do, I don't remember how I did it. It was like Illusionist, Warrior, Brute. Well, it should be Brute. So I think I'll know how to do it. So, but these should be set up, and then it's just like generics down here. Maybe we could put generics in these little piles here. So it should be Illusionist, or Light Illusionist, Light Warrior, Light, Shadow Brute, Shadow Runeblade, Shadow, Illusionist, or should be Brute, Illusionists, Runeblade, Warrior. Let's just help with that then. Warrior. Light Warrior, Shadow, Warrior, generic. Got that there. Generic. Shadow. All Shadow Runeblade. Here. No, it should be, hold on, sorry. Shadow Runeblade. Shadow. Then Shadow Brute. That's what we're doing. Generics just go over here. Now I'm like touching this too frequently with my arm, and I'm like, ah. Stop with all that. Need Surging Militia. Again, you gotta do that. Gotta do that stretch. Oh. It's really just the neck. The neck is the worst. Alright. Stony. Gosh, I wish that these were already at least done by class. So hard to sort your bulk at home. Surprised not everybody does it. People really just be out here putting cards in boxes and then never touching them again. Oh, you know what? That's a rune blade. I'm pretty sure I put a lot of these in here. Dummy. Gotta look for that purple shine. How I know. I think sorting these Rosetta cards are going to be a pain in the butt whenever they come in, just because they're going to be the borders are going to be on the top and the bottom and not on the sides for those meld cards. Oh, it's going to be rough. It's going to be rough. Blood tribute. Oh, it's gonna take forever. It's gonna take forever. Why did I decide to do this? This is gonna take forever. They're not even like remotely organized here. Not even remotely organized. Too soon. Cruising. Maybe. Maybe we've got something here. Dreams are dead. Dreams are dead. Immediately dreams dead. All right. Just kidding. Like clearing like little bits at a time, which is really nice. At least shows that some level of organization was put into some of it. Yes. Whoops. Go down there. Oh, my arm's getting tired. Gotta stretch it out. Crackling. We're in the zone. We have achieved the zone. Lights. I'm just happy I am knowledgeable enough to know what the borders are and the differences between them, because if I did not, this would be significantly hard to organize. Simply because of the sheer amount of stuff. Like these were cracked open and then never ever touched ever again. That's how these are. It's like they're literally, it's like opening the packs again for a separate time, except there's definitely no hits ever. I'd be surprised if I see a Majestic sitting around in here somewhere. I'd be like, what? Sometimes you get lucky when you're going through bulk. You're just like, oh, that's a Majestic that I didn't forget to take out. But I don't think I'll be so lucky. Da-da-da-da-da-da. What does Tremors do again? I forgot what this card does. Card has been put into your banish zone this turn, it gets +2. So it could be a 1 for 6. Block 2. Okay. One stack here, and then we still have our stack to the left over here that I need to organize out, so we are not quite done yet, but we are getting closer than we were previously. Whoop. There we go. So one-offs popping up everywhere now. Gotta keep my head in the game. I won't miss where they're supposed to go. All right. One more here. A jackpot? Kind of. This, whoops. And just when I think I have it, I don't. I think I'm going to be like, cool, they're all going to be set up in correct orientation, and then it just goes to hell. All right. Get this in here. Oops. There it is. I'm just like, what? What am I? Where am I trying to go to here? Brandish, Eclipse. These. Heroism. There we go. I'm just like, where do these go? Starting to lose my brain, guys. Starting to lose my brain. It is late o'clock. I'm an old man. And I need to rest. But I will not rest until these cards are sorted. So that I know how they are to be put away. Cute. All right. That is everything for first ed, right? Those are just foils back there, so I don't need to worry about those. This. Here. It's like a residue on my hands. That helps. What's up, Bearded? How are ya? Go. Crackle. I'm also chilling. I'm almost done here with one set for organization. And then I can attempt to put it away and then be done for the night. I do have work tomorrow. So I do need to make sure that I am on top of that. But just getting some stuff organized so that way I don't have to worry about trying to sort through it again later. Yeah, no kidding. I mean, luckily I've got a lot of freedoms now that I have a work from home job, so I'm up late, but technically I don't have to start work tomorrow until like 10:30. So I have some time to sleep and then get up and get myself breakfast and do all that jazz. But I have to work from home tomorrow, I think, because my girlfriend's going to take my car in. She needs to know whether or not they're going to have her tire in. My girlfriend has a bubble in her tire. So she doesn't want to take her car, which is, good, right? Because you shouldn't take your car if it's got a bubble in the tire. Whoa. Haha. Just kidding. Boom. Ah, man. Out of all of that, I only have 2 pieces of equipment for first edition. For that. Hello. Okay, cool. So now this is all sorted. I don't have any other first edition Monarch that I need to sort that I can tell. It aims for new players. So great job. Oh, thanks. I'm getting so many nice comments on my content from my giveaway video. Very, very nice. Okay, how are we going to do this comfortably? Not, are we? Or not, are we? Okay, I'm gonna put these in here real quick. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Very, very, very happy about how far we've come, so. Okay. We are going to put you and you. And then you. On top of that, going to put the shadow stuff over here. Oh, wait a minute. I know, those are foils. Kidding. Shadow stuff, and then the light. So let's do that. And now we gotta organize these by thing. So Herald of Protection, Herald of Ravages, Rebirth, Ravages, Tenacity, Fortune Herald, Yeah, so it's nice. I guess a lot of people are looking for more like intro beginner content. So I'm gonna have to do my own solid and just kind of get people get some beginner starter decks and get the general idea things for this. So that way I can help people get into the game and really just kind of learn more about it. Triumph. Triumph. The odes. Oops. Ode to Wrath. Herald of Triumph. Herald of Rebirth. Herald of Ravages. Rebirth. Protection. War Tune. Tenacity. Doot. Or these. Judgment. Herald of Judgment. J. Tenacity. Wrath. Merciful Retribution. Now, with all these heralds being technically ahead of everybody else here, not going to need to do all that. Terrible. P. Action, Ravages, Rebirth, Tenacity. Action, Ravages, Rebirth, Ravages, War Tune. Action, Herald of Rebirth. Okay, so H I J K L M N O P M N O P Q R S T. Okay, so you wait, stop. Yeah, no, that's right. So it's you, and then it's this, but we things in the right order. Herald of Ravages. Rebirth. Guys over here. Oh. Your sirens are coming for me. They're coming for me. Tenacity. Triumph. And then it's Merciful Retribution, Ode to Wrath, Parable of Humility, and then Fortune Herald. Boom. All right, now we just match up the card, right? All we need to do, we should be good to go. So right here, so we've got Herald of Judgment. Then Herald of Protection. Hello, Heralds. Hello, Herald. Herald of Protection. All right. Next is Ravages. Just like add you to this. This. Anything to make it quicker. Earth. Tenacity. Red Herald of Triumph. Merciful. Then Odarath. And the Parables. War tuned. Type of thing. Ludeness is done. Move on to the Light Warrior. All right. Open Light, Bolt of Courage, Lost Line. Express Lightning. See, O is over R. Light. Breath Lightning. Pretty simplistic stuff here, just the Valiant Thrust, B of the Vanguard. B. Battlefield Blitz. Don't think there's anything else though, so I think we're in the clear for the rest of this. Engulfing, Express, Bolt, Express, Engulfing, Engulfing, Cross, Bolt, Courageous. Bolt of Courage, cross the line, take flight, bolt, cross. Make sure I didn't, yeah, okay. Felt like in my bones, I was like, did I just mess that up? I think I hear a little boy crying for me. Hold on. Yeah. Good to be found. Okay. These are all organized now. Pretty sure that was all that. Yep. Okay. So only 2 battlefield blitzes. Blitz of courage. Gonna go back here. I'd imagine we'd be in a good place once all the light cards are taken care of, and then I can put all the rest of the cards into the next box, save it for tomorrow. But we will see. See where we're at. There. Only blues. Okay. Cool. Now we'll get everything that is the Light Warrior stuff. That right here. And end up needing to go into shadow territory. Is there a little man? Hi, buddy. Oh, goodness. You're probably like, oh, I want to go up on the window. Yeah, is that what you're like? Is that what you're saying? Yeah. What? One, two, three. Hey, what's up, my guy? How are ya? Good morning. Well, is it a morning to you? I guess it is, right? Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Now into the light stuff. just the light cards. I still think we're gonna have to go into shadow territory, unfortunately. I'm gonna be comfortable enough with that, so. LM Rising Finding. Gotta go. Oh no! Alright, well, no worries. Take care, have a good one. Thanks for popping in to say hi. Enlightenment, Triple Leaf, Blinding Beam, Seek Enlightenment, Solar Tide, Rising Solar Tide. Invigorating Light. Listen. Blinding Beam, Seek Enlightenment, Ray of Hope. Leaf, Rising Solar Tide. Making sure I got the right cards in there. Seek Enlightenment down here. Cool. That's all done. Now we just match that up to the guys. Time is it? 11:38. Ooh. I don't want to try my luck too hard here. Very comfortable to know that I get to work from home or get to work. My work don't start work till like 10:30 in the afternoon, right? But fortunately, still need to make sure I'm going to bed at a reasonable hour. Hope is only a yellow. That's all done. All right. Now we just do the thing. Boppers. Big sniff in the bones. Watch my cat. Hey, little man. What are you doing? Yeah, you get down from there. Silly man. Yeah, I know. You were just gonna keep sniffing those things, weren't you? Two blue glistens. No yellow glistens. Something in my jaw. Something feels like swollen or something. I have to take a muscle relaxer or something. Woo! Sneezy. All right. All right. The light stuff is all taken care of. Now, we do have a little bit of a dilemma here with the shadow things. We could tackle Shadow Brute. That might be. We'll see. Reeling. Edwood. Hungering Dread. Isn't there another card in here? Writhing Beast Hulk W, right? H, G, B, D, H. Red Screamer. And small. There's the E. Boneyard, Red, Boot, E, Writhing Beast Hulk. Another C. Shit. Convulsions from the Bellows of Hell. That is a card that exists in this game. I really want to make a Leviathan deck. Leviathan seems really, really fun, but he's about to lose. Maybe not about to, but the frickin' Mandible Claws are pretty close to Living Legend now. Healing, Underworld, Dread, Underworld, Hungering, Graveling, Boneyard, Deadwood, Hungering, Graveling, Red Screamer, Graveling, Boneyard Marauder, Hungering Slaughter Beast. Oh, whoa, hold on, chill. Okay. All of that. I'm just trying to fill up this last slot here in this 5,000 count box. Then once this is all filled up, I can put it into the secondary box, label this box as such, and then mosey on from there. So once I get this box full, I'll probably end stream, and then we will go from there. But I've been having a blast just making sure that all this stuff's taken care of. It's great getting caught up with everybody who's come in and said hi. It's late, so I'm not exactly the most enthusiastic, but I do talk a whole lot. I usually do. Trust me, I do. We also don't normally stream for this long. It's been 3 hours. Normally stream for only a couple hours, but I got so sunk into this, I wanted to make sure I was able to at least get to a pretty good stopping point before calling it there. That, and then rising. Okay. Just take this little bit. Exact same thing. Pick up this. Go Boneyard Marauder. Yellows. Get the rest of them. Put them in the box. Had no reds. Pick them up, put them in the box. Few red deadwoods there. And the box. Dread Screamers. Whoop. Here we go. Alright. Now we are getting to the creme de la creme. We might not have to do the Runeblade stuff. We might be able to just stop at this. I think the Runeblade stuff would definitely go in here, though. There will be Bellow. blues. I don't know. This. This fits. Like might just be enough. You know what? Let's just try it. Let's see. Got a little bit of time. I could technically go to bed in just a bit here. E. Rip. Feeds. E. Beads, piercing, rifted. Hopefully these also don't go by the... It really was like the separating them by their like first edition and unlimited is what took like the most time. This stuff doesn't take that long. Beeping Shadow. And Hallowed Rites. All right. Refines, rips, pounding, seeds, rip, pierce. Refined. Ooh, ooh-wee. Ooh-wee doggy. Okay. That's just blue dimensional gateways. Thread. Didn't find any thread. Good. Thanks for that. Got it. All right. Only blue. Like four color weirdness happening there. Anyway, do the thing. Boundings. Riftbind. Do it. I don't know that we're gonna do it. Might be too much. I'd prefer to not be snug in the 5,000 count box. Yet. It's gotta be, I guess, right? All right. Hanzo there. We're getting there. Cool. Okay, that fit. So that means that we can officially be done. Midnight on the dot. We can be done with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the lid back on this one. Put it with its brethren. All right. Now we're done there. The rest of it's going to go in this one. We're going to put it here and then here. Need some room. So, where were we? This was the unsorted. Put it in as sorted. Sorted. Foils. Get one of those cool dividers. Run out of those. That's unfortunate for me. Oh, except we're not done. What am I doing, dude? Oh my god. No, these are the unsorted. The undone. Yes. Yes. So chill, Alex. Hold on. These. And then we have these. These. And then the unsorted oils for this. Beautiful. We grab one of these bad boys as a divider. Then we're going to go ahead and put in bit divider. Then we're going to put in the unlimited version. Put them in here. Let's go here. Go here. Here. Then we put in another one of those, except we can use something like this instead. Big green thing here. Boom. Then we can just put in the rest of these guys. Chill. I told you to chill. Oh, thank you so much, Gruder. Appreciate you. You're catching me on just the tail end of our stream here today. I'm just making sure everything is in order for tomorrow when I try to revisit this. So we have the first ed sorted, first ed unsorted, unlimited sorted, unlimited unsorted. Then this is Dynasty. This is gotta be Uprising. And does this make this more Uprising? Yellow. Yeah, sorry. So Aria is right here. So this is what's gonna come next. So this gets to stay in this box, along with the other Aria stuff that I know we have. But we're almost done with Monarch. Pretty cool. Pretty stoked. So, go ahead and leave that right here. All right, stick. Whew. Oh, okay. That's right. This is a bowl with a whole bunch of, I don't know if you can see this. Awful smudging on this here. A bunch of dirt marks or something. Can't get it off there, so. Oh, we get to see kind of the foiling process here. Hold on. Good sticker. There we go. Huh. It's always fun just to kind of like find out and see what this is like. It's almost like an interesting, like, paper. Like you can see there's that rainbow foiling on the back. So it's printed on there on film, and then this film is adhered to this cardboard piece. Easily ripped. Got that inner core, looks like it's black. Yeah, like a gray inner core. Flesh and blood. That's a nice little thing to show off. But we're gonna get out of here. It's late. I'm gonna turn my camera to flip around real quick. Give me one. Jump scare. But yeah, so that's all she wrote there in that situation. This back just a bit. There we go. Now we can see a little bit more of me. There we go. Sweet. Now we're back. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. Calling it tonight. We streamed for 3.5 hours, and all we did was sort cards. So it was a great time. But I still have more to sort. Obviously, I have a lot more to do. So I'm going to be going to do that. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and get on out to bed. But take care, everybody. Thank you guys again so much for the 2K. We're absolutely killing it. And then keep an eye out for more content. We should have the podcast be coming up on Wednesday. And then obviously this Friday is the beginning of the world premiere for Rosetta. So we're going to keep an eye out for that and stuff. And we'll go from there. So thanks everybody for watching. I appreciate your support. And I'll catch you guys all on our next one. Nerd out.